Hershey. Ready? I found the kernel of wheat. Now who is going to help me plant the wheat? Where is that lazy dog? Where is that lazy cat? Where is that lazy mouse? Wait, hold everything. You can't tell your story right here. This is the end paper. The story hasn't even started yet. Who are you? Are you going to help me plant my wheat? I'm Jack. I'm the narrator. And no, I can't help you plant the wheat. I'm a very busy guy trying to put a book together. And why don't you just disappear for a few pages and I'll call you when I need you. But who is going to help me tell my story? Who is going to help me draw a picture of the wheat? Who is going to help me spell the wheat? Listen, hen, forget the wheat. Here comes the title page. Title page, For the Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales, by John Searscott and Lane Smith. A long time ago, people used to tell tales of wonder and enchantment. These stories were called fairy tales. The stories in this book are almost fairy tales, but not quite. The stories in this book are fairly stupid tales. I mean, what else would you call Goldilocks and the Three Elephants? A girl's walking through the woods when she smells peanut porridge cooking. She decides to break into the elephant's house, sit on the chairs, and sleep in the beds. She can't get on baby elephant's chair because it's much too big. She can't get on mama elephant's chair because it's much, much too big. And she can't get on papa elephant's chair because it's much, much, much too big. So she goes home. The end. If you think that was stupid, you should read The Other Frog Prince, or maybe even The Stinky Cheese Man. In fact, you should go read those right now. Because the rest of this introduction just keeps going on and on. I just put it in here to fill up the page and to make it look like I actually knew what I was talking about. I mean it. Stop reading. If you read this last sentence, it won't tell you anything. The Other Frog Prince. Once upon a time there was a frog, and while he was sitting on his lily pad, he spotted a beautiful princess sitting by the pond. He hopped into the water, swam over, and poked his head out to the weeds. "Pardon me, oh beautiful princess. I was wondering if you might help me." The princess was about to jump up and run, but she felt sad for the frog with the poor and pathetic voice. "How may I help you, little frog?" "Well, I'm actually not a frog, but a prince that was turned into a frog by the cast of a wicked witch's spell that can only be broken by the kiss of a beautiful princess." The princess thought about this for a moment, picked up the frog, and kissed him. I was just kidding. The frog hopped back into the water, and the princess wiped the green frog slime off her lips. The end. I found the wheat, I planted the wheat. Now, who is going to help me make my bread? Where is that lazy dog? Where is that lazy cat? Where is that lazy mouse? Hey, what's with this page? Why is this page blank? Is this my page? Where is that lazy author? Where is that lazy illustrator? Where is that lazy narrator? Forget that, hen. Now it's time for the best story in the whole book. My story. Because once upon a time, I sold our last cow for 3 magic beans and... Hey, Giant, what are you doing down here? You're wrecking my story. I don't like that story. You always trick me. That's the best part. Fee, fi, fim, furry. I have made my own story. Great rhyme, Giant. But as you can see, there's no room here. So why don't you just climb back up your beanstalk and I'll be up in a minute to steal your gold and your singing harp. I will tell my story now. And he did. Giant's story. The end of the wicked stepmother. I'll huff and I'll snuff and I'll give you 3 wishes. The beast changed into 7 dwarves. Happily ever after, for a spell was cast by the wicked witch. Once upon a time. That's your story? That was an incredibly stupid tale. That was an unbelievably stupid tale. That was the most stupidest tale I've ever... Ah! The Stinky Cheese Man. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady and a little old man. They lived together in a little old house. They were very lonely, so the lady decided to make a man out of stinky cheese. She gave him a piece of bacon for the mouth and 2 olives for the eyes, and put him in the oven to cook. When she went to check to see if he was done, the smell knocked her back. Whew! What is that horrible smell? The Stinky Cheese Man hopped out of the oven and ran out the door screaming, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the Stinky Cheese Man." The little old lady and the little old man sniffed the air once more. "I'm not very hungry anymore," said the little old man. "And I'm not very lonely anymore," said the little old lady. So they didn't chase the Stinky Cheese Man. By and by, the Stinky Cheese Man ran until he came to a cow playing eating grass in the fields. "Oh, what is that horrible smell?" said the cow. "I've run away from a little old lady and a little old man, and I can run away from you too, I can. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the Stinky Cheese Man." The cow sniffed the air once more. "I bet you could give somebody 2 or 3 stomach aches. I just think I'll stick to grass." So he didn't chase the Stinky Cheese Man either. By and by, the Stinky Cheese Man ran until he came to some kids playing outside of school. "I've run away from a little old lady and a little old man and a cow, and I can run away from you too, I can. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the Stinky Cheese Man." The little boy who was playing outside sniffed the air. "If we catch him, our teacher will probably make us eat him. Let's get out of here." So they didn't chase the Stinky Cheese Man either. By and by, the Stinky Cheese Man ran until it came to a river with no bridge. He couldn't go over it. If he went through it, he'd probably fall apart. "How am I ever going to get across this river?" said the Stinky Cheese Man. Suddenly, the sly fox poked his head out of the bushes. "Hop on my back and I'll take you across." "How do I know you won't eat me?" "Trust me." So the Stinky Cheese Man hopped on the fox's back and away they went. When they were in the middle of the river, the fox smelled this horrible smell. He coughed, gagged, and sneezed. The Stinky Cheese Man fell off the fox's back and into the river, where he fell apart. The end. Shh. I moved the end paper up here so that the giant would think the story's over. Big Lug fell asleep. Now just turn the page real quietly, and it will be the... "I found the wheat, I planted the wheat, I baked the dough to make my bread, and did anybody help me? Did anybody save space for my story? Now who thinks they're going to help me eat the bread?" "Bread? Eat?" The end. Thank you for time. Can we 7 for this?